And we are live. Midjourney version 5 is now with us. So been playing around with it here a little bit, trying to get it to do a few things. So I thought I would just go live here and do a live demonstration of Midjourney as I try to come up with some clever, creative, cool images here. It definitely is better than the last version. I have already used up all my fast pace, so it's going a little bit slower. It's more on the slow side right now because I've used up all my extended hours already playing with this. Here in this photo, I was trying to get it to do a photo of a boy being hit by baseballs. But you can see here, it kind of just came up. It really had a hard time. The little cartoon thing here is probably as close as it got. And you see here, these look more like ping pong balls coming at the kid. And then I have no idea what this huge ball is. So just like any of your AI things, it definitely is... It definitely is finicky and depends on your inputs, and your prompts are extremely important to get it to do what you want it to do. It's much like learning a brand new language in some way, like a new programming language. So let's go ahead and just keep playing with it a little bit here. We are live. So if you have any prompts that you want to test out here as I go through this, what I'm going to try to do now, I kind of want to do a bar type photo of a martini glass. Maybe I don't know if I want to grow with it or not. It may get a little complicated. So let's see if we can do like a classic photo of a lady sitting at a bar with a martini glass. Let's think of a good prompt here. Let's do a glamour photo. Maybe that's what I'm trying to go for more. I'm not trying to do like a Prohibition era image of a martini glass on a bar with an olive. Martini glass with an olive in a magazine cover. Maybe that's what I want to do, is like magazine cover style. And then let's do it. Let's let Midjourney do its thing here. Let's crank that all the way up to 800 and kind of see what happens. It's going to take a little bit. Like I said, my little rabbits are gone already. My little speed for applying or subscribing my $30, I used it up in like one night. So we're trying to get a martini glass here. We'll see what it does. Okay, I said one olive, and it looks like it may be given this one like multiple olives. Doesn't really look too bad. I don't know why I put a newspaper down there. That's kind of weird, I think. We'll let it finish kind of developing itself here. This one's kind of neat, but I don't know why it put so many olives in there, but it did put lots of olives in there. It's got like a paper on there too. Apparently, but it's kind of chunked out, which is weird. That's one thing I noticed several times here is that it does kind of... It's definitely a tweak. That one's interesting. Let's just try it, have it try itself again. That olive looks more like a pickle. So that's no good. Why it's working on that, let's try another prompt at the same time here in Midjourney. Let's imagine. Let's try from glamour to magazine cover. Cover photo. No contrast. Professional color grading. And let's say we shot with image captured with 50 millimeter Canon lens at f 1.8. Let's see if that gives us the bokeh. If I do like an f 1.8, let's see if it knows enough about lenses to do that. All right, so I went to a black and white one here. I don't know why it's giving magazines and all these. These are horrible. These are really horrible, actually. This one here, I was trying to get an image of a 10-year-old boy wearing a red and yellow baseball jersey covered in baseballs. Like he would, and it made the baseballs red and yellow. Well, it did cover them in that photo. At least it had the balls on top. But for some reason, these looks like more like playhouse balls than anything. I mean, did fine with the boy in a red and yellow jersey. I did fine on that. Here, I was trying to get it to do some sketches of a baseball and like blueprint sketches, and you can see it kind of knows that baseball has... This one's as close as it gets. It tries to do this stitching, but it doesn't really know how it goes. Like, this is really kind of wonky. Here I tried to get it to do an architect blueprint of the Eiffel Tower. And it's a blueprint of a tower, but not the Eiffel Tower. Here I was just playing around a little bit more. This one's not bad. I tried to get a vintage photo of a milk crate filled with baseballs, and it gave me a crate. I was trying to think of like a plastic milk crate, but it didn't do that. Here's another wonky thing. I was trying to get it to do kind of like some vintage baseball glove stuff. And if you take a look, I set a glove on a bench, and it did a picture of a bench with gloves in the background. Interesting, but not what I was going for. And the glove, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This looks like it has like 6 fingers. This one's a little bit better, but you can see they just don't look right. Still waiting to start on this other one. All right, now it's starting this martini glass. A little slow, but it's going. If you're just getting started with Midjourney, let's go through a step-by-step process of what you need to do in order to sign up. Step number one is that you will need Discord. If you're familiar with Discord and you already have it, you can go ahead and skip this step. If you do not have Discord, however, you will need to download it onto your computer or on your phone. It's free to sign up. So all you do is download, sign up. Do not be intimidated by Discord. I know it is a little bit clunky. It takes a little bit getting used to how things work inside Discord, but it's well worth it, not just for Midjourney, but for lots of things as well. So the first thing you have to do is download, sign up, and download Discord. The second step in getting started with Midjourney is going to be to go to midjourny.com. And then at the bottom right, you're going to see a thing that says join in the beta. Join in the beta. Now, when you click that, it's going to open up an invite that's going to open it up in Discord, and it's going to invite a chat bot into your Discord. Once you accept that invitation, you're going to see the little sailboat here. This is the Midjourney server. All these on the left-hand side of Discord are servers. And you can, once you go into the Midjourney server, you can go ahead and start typing here. You can follow. Okay. Nope. Cancel that. Don't want to do that. You can go ahead and just type in this public server. You can go to, on the left here, they have trial support, statuses. The problem is that when you type it in, it just is going to be very hard for you to wait for it to finish your item and then come back. So what I do recommend is that you create your own server, which I did over here. You can do that. Just click add server. Now you have your own server. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to invite, you'll see the Midjourney bot, or you can go click on it if it's in this, or you can go ahead and click on it in this trial area. And then once you right click on it, click invite to server. And then once you do that, you're going to have your own little server, nice and clean. and if you've invited the Midjourney bot, it's going to be right up here. Now it's just me and Midjourney bot in my own server here. Now you only get, I think, 25 inquiries for free before you have to sign up, and you'd be surprised how fast those go. So, but it will give you an opportunity to try it out very easily this way. Step 3, once you have the Midjourney bot into your Discord, the way to get started, we won't go into all the advanced features in this video. We'll go ahead and do those in other videos, and I'll leave a link in the description below. But the key to understanding Midjourney is that it is a language processing, so it's all about the prompts and the input, and everything starts with an imagine prompt. You'll see right here, I've been trying to get a martini glass, and it is not doing well at all, to be honest with you. It's really struggling here in how to do it. So let's maybe go let's try to get it to do something a little bit different here. Now I have my prompt. This is just getting started. I won't go through all the codes and stuff like I mentioned this. This is just to get you started and how to start Midjourney. Step number 1, sign up with Discord. Step number 2, join the beta on the Midjourney app. Step number 3, create your own server inside Discord. Step number 4 is to invite Midjourney bot to your server, and then you'll be in this situation right here, and you can begin playing with the /imagine prompt. Now let's go ahead and give Midjourney a prompt. Let's go with a classic image, classic photo of a Ford Mustang in front of a, what do we want to put? A warehouse? In front of a warehouse. And let's see what it does. Then you simply click enter, and it's going to give the prompt, and it's waiting to start because I'm almost out of all my fast, but it will start to load here momentarily depending on how fast the server is. Now, if you didn't create your own server and you're in one of the public channels, you're going to have to wait for it to load your image, which will show up yellow in all the prompts. Or you can go up here to your little messages and see the message as well. But when that's why I do recommend you create your own server. It's free, easy to set up, and then you just invite the Midjourney bot to your server, because now when I scroll through this is only my interactions with Midjourney. All right, so now you see it's doing something quite a bit different with this new prompt. Now it's putting dramatic magazine cover photo. This one, I was trying to get the car to be vintage, and instead it gave me this vintage look here in Midjourney. So this is getting closer to what I want, but I think I might have went a little extreme. We'll let it finish rendering here, but I might have went a little extreme with the different priorities. If anyone has any prompt ideas, feel free to put them in the chat. We'll try them out. This is actually not bad. This is pretty close to what I was hoping for. Let's take a look at them. This one in particular is not bad. This is more animated, kind of interesting. This is more photorealistic, I guess. Let's have it do... Now, we're going to try some different priorities. So if you're wondering how to do priorities inside Midjourney, the key, the colon, and then a number. And if you put brackets around the words, multiple words, that treats them as one. So in this case, I did a dramatic magazine cover of a red Ford Mustang in those little colons with a priority of 4. That means it's going to be 4 times higher priority as it creates the image compared to the warehouse. So let's reverse those now and see what it does. Like if I make this a 1 and then I make the warehouse a 4, that's now going to change the priority so that it's going to give the warehouse 4 times as much priority as the Mustang. Let's see what it does there, because I said in front, and you'll notice on these last images it did. It took the liberty of putting... Oh, it did put it in front. In this one it's inside. This is in the alley. I don't know what's going on with that screen. Oh, it's raining. It is raining on them, I think, because I said fog, or I said haze, with light haze. So I meant light haze like smoke, but it did light haze like it's drizzling. So once again, just like everything else, it definitely comes down to priorities of how you put in these prompts. So let's go ahead and try this as a new prompt and see how it comes up now that we're changing the focus or the priority of the different elements in our prompt. Okay, it's done rendering, and these are the side-by-side comparisons. This is with weighting of 5 to the phrase Ford Mustang, and these are the images with a priority. This one's very interesting. It kind of like totally tore down. This one's interesting. It's an interesting shot there with the Mustang in the back of a barn. Very, very interesting. Let's go back and try, instead of the haze, let's try the fog and see if we can get to where we want to go. Ford Mustang, let's go with a 3 on that one. In front of a warehouse with light fog. Let's try light fog. You definitely can see the difference here by giving the weight to the... This one doesn't even have a Mustang in it when you gave the priority to the warehouse. Gave you a red guy. Maybe he's the Mustang. So once you have the grids, if you're just getting started here in Midjourney, you'll notice that you have U1, U2, U3, and 4. Each of the photos is numbered from the top left to the bottom right. So photo 1 is here. Let's make it bigger. So photo 1 is here, photo 2, photo 3, and photo 4. And you have 2 options. One is the U, which means upscale, which is going to give you a larger image, a larger file, and a larger picture of any of those 4 in the grid. Or V1, V2, V3, and V4, which if you click on that, if you click V1, you'll get 4 new versions of image 1, V2, V3, V4. So the V gives you new variations, but with a similar style. So let's go ahead and here V1. Let's go ahead and click V1 and see what happens. It's actually not bad. It's a little cropped here. It's not a bad image at all. What's interesting on these different versions, you'll see this is more of a modern Mustang. And then a classic Mustang here. So if you wanted to upscale this image, you would go to make it larger. So that's the 1, 2, the third image, and you click U3. And you see here, it gave me 4 variations of that photo. They're very, very subtle. You know, some difference in detail on the side. There's some difference in the detail in the lighting. So it's the same image. It's just got some very minor tweaks. This has 2 rows and some light shadows over here. So it's a very minor change, but it does give you some variations on the same photo. So if you get a photo and it's fairly close to what you're trying to do, very close to what you're trying to accomplish, sometimes by hitting that variation button, you can get some different variations. You also have the option to hit refresh, and it'll just give you 4 new images. It'll try the algorithm again. That one's pretty good. I'm going to give that one a smiley face. We'll give that one a smiley face too. So if you're brand new to Midjourney, I hope that helps you get started, get set up in a few short, easy steps. There is a lot of complexity. There is a lot of things that you can do to tweak the prompts and to try to tell this algorithm how you want these photos to come out. And although we didn't cover them in this video, you can go ahead and check them out in the other videos I've done right here. You can check the other videos out, including on how you can give different... What would you say? How would you say that? I guess this is live, but if you're trying to figure out how you can give different priority to different words inside your prompt, you can check that out in this video right here.